The Yoruba people are the predominant ethnic group in southwestern Nigeria. They were believed to have originated from Ile-Ife. Their traditions are closely linked to nature. There is a strong belief in the supreme being God of all creations called Olorun or Olodumare. There are over 200 lesser gods called Orisha. Many of these gods are represented by natural creations in the environment. For example, Sango, the god of thunder, Yemoja, the goddess of the sea and fish, Oya, who was Sango's most devoted wife and goddess of the storm. In Yoruba cosmology, Osun was said to have metamorphosed into a river as a result of misunderstanding between her and Oba, a co-wife of Sango. This is the moment that Arugba stepped out after dressing up and she will be heading to the palace. The Osun River takes its source from Igede Ekiti, flows through Ilesha to Osogbo Town, and empties itself in the Atlantic Ocean. Osun River, also known as or waters of life, are strongly believed to have healing, divination, protective and fertility powers. But it is also believed that the goddess inhabits the grove, while the river meanders within the grove called the Osun Osogbo Sacred Grove. The early Osogbo people were from Ijesha, where they were faced with harsh living conditions of drought and famine, which prevented them from abundant water for farming and domestic use. This condition tempted them to want to migrate to a better area for more comfortable living. In search of a better condition of life, Olutimi, the renowned elephant hunter, discovered the grove during one of his hunting expeditions. And having discovered the grove, he reported back to Laroye, the king, and suggested that Laroye should establish his kingdom in the grove. Laroye was the Owaroke, the king of Ikomole Omu, a settlement built on a hilly area surrounded by a trench dog to protect the community from attacks by other tribes. It is very important to state that King Laroye I, who was already reigning with the title Owaroke, have been ruling a thriving community at Ipoleomo, and this implies that Osogbo people, kingship, and tradition, including their culture, predates the present site. This means that Osogbo people did not begin or exist historically from the present site. They have existed right from Ipoleomo and carried their cultural traditions and other paraphernalia from their original abode to the present site and location of both Osun River side and Ode Osogbo. Until early 19th century, Osogbo played practically no role in Yoruba politics. Situated upon the old Oyo-Ijesha boundary, the town stood in the shadow of Elisha. With the collapse of Oyo and the subsequent struggle to the few of the resulting powers, the Fulani coming from the north advancing southwards and the Ibadan northwards, and determined to stay Fulani armies clashed in around 1830 in the legendary Battle of Osogbo, during which the Ibadan troops defeated the Fulani army. Now, Arugba is leaving the palace to Osun Osogbo's sacred grove. In Osogbo itself, the defeat is credited not to the military strength of Ibadan army, but to the power of Osun. According to one version, Osun gave warning of an imminent Fulani attack by making a carving fall in Osun shrine at the palace, while other versions tell how the deity turned into a food vendor who sold the Fulanis poisoned beans cake, which killed many in the Fulani army and successfully ended its advances. These successes of the past are acknowledged and renewed annually by the Osogbo community during what is called the Osun Osogbo International Festival. Year in, year out, the annual Osun Osogbo International Festival keeps recording new dimensions in the areas of attendance and planning of the events. In spite of the influence of the Western culture and religion, the festival has to a very reasonable extent maintained its originality, authenticity, and acceptability among nations worldwide. Tourists from far and near, both foreign and non-foreign devotees, participants, corporate partners, irrespective of their religious belief, equally added more glamour to the yearly celebration of the festival. The celebration of the annual Osun Osogbo Festival transcends eras right from when it was only known to the Yoruba people of Nigeria down to this day, when the cultural festival has now gained world acclaim and even celebrated beyond the shores of Africa. Osun Osogbo Festival, which is internationally recognized, is synonymous with Ataoja of Osogbo land, who is the custodian of the festival. The popularity and robust nature of the festival can be attributed to many factors, which makes the celebration transit beyond idol worshipping. The personal committee of Austrian-born late Susan Wenger Adonorisha towards the protection and upholding of the values of the festival had great effect on the popularity of the festival worldwide. Secondly, the encouragement of the Ataoja of Osogbo land, who is the custodian of Osun Osogbo Shrine, and the local people equally supported Susan Wenger to form the new sacred art movement, which she challenged the land speculators, repelled poachers, protected shrines, and brought back to life the once derogating sacred grove, establishing it as the sacred art of Osogbo. The federal government's declaration in 1965 of the entire 75 hectares of the sacred grove as a national monument finally put the grove and the annual festival in its rightful place on the list of important national events in the country. The federal government's endorsement of the festival does open up Osogbo Township and gave residents and foreigners or tourists the opportunity to recreate socially, culturally, as they reenact one of their renowned age-long spiritual and communal festivals.
This is the most interesting, rugged cultural festival I've ever attended, honestly. And I need to say this, those of my best, they are freaking aggressive.
Indeed, the Osun Osogbo Festival has been and is still one of the most outstanding, preserved and carefully sustained cultural practices of the various festivals in Nigeria and Africa as a whole. Another major achievement which catapulted the festival into the World Heritage Map was recorded in July 2005 when the Osun Grove was declared a World Heritage Site. WHS by the United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization. Having acknowledged the importance of the group and the festival to the Yoruba nation in its entirety. With all these important declarations, the Osun Osogbo Festival finally took its pride of place among several other annual cultural festivities celebrated all over the world, attracting tourists, researchers, worshippers, and journalists from all parts of the world, including members of Oduduwa People's Congress, led by the Oduduwa coordinator, Otunba Gani Adams, even as well as the Eyo masqueraders who usually add color to the yearly celebration of the festival.
Guys, now welcome to Osun Osogbo. The Arugba is at the back. But yeah, people are already talking.
It is worth mentioning that Osun Osogbo Festival has been with the worshippers since the founding of the city of Osogbo itself, and it has always been a source of spiritual refreshing for thousands of foreigners who come from all over the world every year to participate in it. As it has turned out, Osun and everything attached to it constitutes the core of Osogbo and form the archetype of the people. Osun is largely regarded to be the creativity and prosperity of its people. Although Osogbo is the home of Osun, the deity is worshipped throughout the Yoruba land and in diaspora, which makes the festival unique. As the deity, her potency and efficacy reverberates all through the lands where she is worshipped. Osogbo stands tall as the city remains the proud host of an international festival of ever-increasing fame, graffiti, and grandeur, which is fast turning into a staunch source of wealth for the growing state of Osun, especially in the area of culture, recreation, and tourism.
Là-bas.